If you grew up in the 70s or 80s and didn't shout, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell mama," at least once a week, were you even watching TV? Danielle Spencer, the sassy, side-eye throwing star of What's Happening, didn't just steal scenes, she owned them. She was the kind of child star who could cut you down with a one-liner and still make you laugh so hard you'd miss the insult. It was talent, wrapped in pigtails and dipped in sarcasm. Born in 1965 in Trenton, New Jersey, a place where sarcasm is probably part of the water supply, Danielle moved to California as a young girl when her mother remarried. Her stepfather, actor Tim Pelt, was also her manager, because why pay someone 10% when your new husband can take 100% and call it love? By age 11, Danielle had already landed the role of Dee Thomas, the hilariously snarky younger sister on ABC's What's Happening. The show ran from 1976 to 1979 and became a cultural classic, especially in black households. Danielle's character was iconic, the younger sibling who always knew everyone's business and wasn't afraid to announce it on national television. You know, the kind of sibling who'd sell your secrets for a cookie and a laugh track. But just when life seemed to be heading towards sitcom legend status, real life came barging in, like a badly written soap opera no one asked for. In 1977, while still filming the show, Danielle and her stepfather were in a horrific car crash in Malibu. Tim Pelt died, and Danielle spent 3 weeks in a coma. Yes, a coma. As if puberty wasn't hard enough, she had to reboot her whole nervous system first. She survived, because of course she did. She's Dee Thomas. But the crash left her with long-term spinal injuries that would come back to haunt her like a plot twist no one saw coming. You'd think the universe would give her a break after that. But nope. The universe was apparently writing a very long, very complicated episode just for her. After What's Happening, Wrapped, and after the slightly less happening sequel series What's Happening Now, Danielle did what most former child stars don't do. She went to school. Real school. Not I took one yoga class and now I'm a guru school. She studied at UC Davis and UCLA, and then, because just being smart wasn't enough, she got her veterinary degree from Tuskegee University in 1993. Yup. From child star to real-life Dr. Dolittle. If that's not a plot twist, we don't know what is. Danielle spent years as a veterinarian, healing animals, calming pet parents, and probably delivering one-liners to poodles along the way. People were always amazed when they brought their cat in for a checkup and realized, wait a second, aren't you Dee from TV? And she'd probably respond with, and aren't you the one who forgot to clean your litter box for a week? Some things never change. But fate, as always, had more plans. And none of them were good. In 2004, Danielle began experiencing serious pain and was diagnosed with spinal stenosis, a narrowing of the spinal canal, which sounds exactly as awful as it is. She underwent surgery and was temporarily paralyzed from the waist down. 8 months of rehab. 8 months. And yet she came back again, stronger, more determined, and still throwing shade better than most people throw footballs. Then came 2014. Because apparently life said, hey, remember that car accident and paralysis thing? Let's spice it up. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. She underwent a double mastectomy and chemotherapy, the full nightmare package. And what did she do? She fought back. Because Danielle Spencer wasn't just an actress or a doctor. She was a damn warrior in lip gloss. That same year, the Smithsonian honored her as the first African American child actor to be featured in their National Museum of African American History and Culture. Take that, cancer. While some people get awards for most improved attitude in 4th grade, Danielle ended up in a museum. Legends only. But wait, there's more, because of course there is. In 2018, Danielle had emergency brain surgery after doctors discovered a brain hemorrhage, yet another complication stemming from that 1977 car accident. At this point, we're pretty sure her medical chart was longer than the Game of Thrones script. Yet, again, she pulled through. She joked, she rehabbed, she kept going. Danielle Spencer was the human version of that cat with 9 lives, only sassier and far more fashionable. In her final years, Danielle lived in Richmond, Virginia, where she continued working as a vet and mentoring young people. She also made appearances at fan conventions, always happy to meet fans who remembered her as the sarcastic little sister with a big mouth and even bigger heart. She wasn't just a nostalgia icon, she was real, warm, brilliant, and fiercely independent. She lived with strength, humor, and a kind of try-me energy that the world sorely needs more of. Then, in August 2025, Danielle passed away at age 60 after a long battle with cancer. Her death was confirmed by longtime friend and What's Happening co-star Haywood Nelson, who wrote, "Dr. D, our brilliant, loving, positive, pragmatic warrior, has finally found her release from the clutches of this world and a body that would no longer cooperate." Social media lit up with tributes, not just from fans, but from former co-stars, animal lovers, cancer survivors, and anyone who ever saw themselves in her fierce, funny performances. People called her a legend, a trailblazer, a hero. And yes, a queen of side-eye. Her younger brother, jazz musician Jeremy Pelt, wrote that losing her was like losing a part of himself. He called her his sister and protector, because even off-screen, Danielle had a way of looking out for others. Sometimes with love. Sometimes with sarcasm. Often both. So what do we say about someone like Danielle Spencer? She was a child star, a survivor, a doctor, a fighter, a fashionista, a feminist before she even knew what that meant, and a woman who turned pain into power, over and over again. She didn't let trauma define her. She didn't let illness stop her. She didn't let Hollywood chew her up and spit her out, although it definitely tried. She lived. Loudly. Unapologetically. And with a seriously impressive collection of comebacks. The truth is, Danielle Spencer wasn't just a TV character. She wasn't just Dee Thomas. She was a force of nature with a heart full of compassion and a mouth full of truth. Even when it stung a little. Okay, especially when it stung. So here's to Danielle, who made us laugh, who made us think, and who made it clear that being a strong black woman means being everything: funny, smart, flawed, fierce, and unforgettable. May she rest in power, preferably somewhere with great shoes, unlimited sarcasm, and no more surgeries. Because if anyone's earned a little peace and a lot of applause, it's her.